Hello everyone, Man in Plastic here, car. I swear, every single time before I start recording it's quiet, but as soon as I start recording the noise starts. But anyways, hello everyone, Man in Plastic here, and this is the next video in, well I was about to say series, but it's more of like a secondary video to the Super Saiyan 4 review from Demoniacal Fit. I do have, as you can see, the Super Saiyan 4 from the SH Figuarts, like the official one, available for review. But I find it kind of archaic because it's pretty much almost the same thing. So this video is going to kind of act as a review for the SH Figuarts one, but it's mostly a comparison between both. Hope everyone has been having a good day, night, or morning, as it's pretty early here. But yeah, and actually, I do have a bit of news. Something came in yesterday, and I'm very excited to review it. I'll give you a hint. They call me a Drake. I won't say from which brand, but personally, it's my personal, probably favorite trunks out there. But yeah, without further ado, go ahead and get into the box. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, stick around to watch more. I know uploading can be a little inconsistent, but it's just have to find the right time. You know, too much noise since I have my own place. But yeah, I would really appreciate it if you guys stick around. Again, like, subscribe, and let's go on into opening the boxes. Okay, so here's everything outside of the box. On the right, we have SH Figuarts. On the left, we have Demoniacal Fit. So, official, unofficial. I already have two of the faces in hand, and I wanted to showcase the fact that the faces are not exactly the same. On SH Figuarts, you have the grading face, teeth grading face looking to the side, and Demoniacal Fit's is straight on. For the record, I don't think there's honestly too much to compare other than the faces, because obviously we know that this comes with a lot more. Comes with the GT Super Saiyan Kid Goku head and the cross arms and the rock. This comes with just what you see. So, you know, the discrepancy is pretty big, especially for the price point. This was close to retail. I didn't get it for retail, I got it for cheaper, but retail this was 58 bucks. At least the cheapest I could find was 58. And this retail averaged about $45 to $50. So this is a much better deal. Okay, I think they're done singing. Okay, now back to the faces. Something I will say though is the SH Figuarts faces tend to be a lot sharper and have a lot stronger definition in like the cheeks, for example. You can see the harsh lighting is a lot harsher on this one, obviously, because it's much sharper. So this Goku has more of a, I guess you could say, like a Chad chin. However, I actually don't like the SH Figuarts faces that much. No, you can chalk that up to personal preference, of course. But I find it that it doesn't look actually too much like Goku. Maybe that's a weird take for a comparison for these two figures. But I honestly don't find like the SH Figuarts did a better job than DF in getting the Goku likeness. I think the expressions, I have to compare these two because Demoniacal Fit doesn't come with like a frowning face. However, the expressions on SH Figuarts, I think, focus, there you go, are a little better because they're more expressive. Which, you know, that's, again, that could be personal preference, but I find that I prefer Demoniacal Fit's face structure more. This is honestly the biggest point of comparison here, aside from the actual body, of course. But honestly, I think I'm preferring Demoniacal Fit. SH Figuarts has this weird look, actually. Let me put this one back. In my opinion, it has a bit of a weird look, to where he has really sharp, like, cheek lines, but his cheeks are actually kind of chubby. So it gives him almost like a look like he's Like he's like a chipmunk or something. You know, and nothing on the artist or anything, you know, the sculptor at SH Figuarts. But personal preference, I prefer Demoniacal Fit so far. And this is, there we go. This is getting unstuck. And let's get this one out. There we go. Now for the yelling face. Yelling face wise, actually it's kind of interesting. I prefer the SH Figuarts expressiveness and design, like the lines and everything, and the mouth, but I prefer Demoniacal Fit's overall aesthetic. Again, I think it's just the cheeks here are sharper, technically how they're supposed to be, because I'll put a photo somewhere here of GT Goku. He has like an absolute like Chad chin, which just saying that out loud is kind of funny, but he does. He has like a very sharp jawline. However, I think in terms of figure design, I think Demoniacal Fit wins. SH Figuarts, I will reiterate, to me, it's kind of off. It almost doesn't look a little like Goku. Now, like I had said, oh, there we go. Like I had said, there's not honestly too much else to compare. The hands are virtually the same, even in the same placements. The Kamehameha is the same. The biggest difference is the rock, the crossed arms, and the GT Super Saiyan Kid Goku. Let me just showcase that off real quick. However, there's no need to compare because there's nothing else to compare it to. As you can see, there it is. I don't want to spend too much time because on the accessory, because I want to get to the main body, because there's another point to make. But honestly, yeah, that was it for accessories. So let's actually take out both figures and compare to see which of both I think is best to purchase. Okay, and here they are for the official comparison. Also, I do realize I did have it wrong. Demoniacal Fit does have a stern face. I think the only thing that it's missing is, or just has different, is the smiling face. Is all. The smiling face is looking up to the side on Demoniacal Fits, but on the official, it's looking. Oh, move the light just real quickly. On the official, it's looking straight forward. So that's why I was confusing it. It actually do have the same faces. They're just kind of tweaked. But so, this is the official full figure comparison. I find that overall, and I'm gonna spare you the time. The articulation is the same. Like, it's good. You know, it's a 3.0 body. It's one of the first figures that had a 3.0. So this is, I guess you can say, the earliest iteration of the perfected 3.0 body, because it's good. The articulation is good. If you guys saw the Super Saiyan 4 video, the full review of Demoniacal Fit, it's the same. Now, do I think Demoniacal Fit has better articulation? 0.1 to Demoniacal Fit, yes. Just by like a tiny hair. Yes, Demoniacal Fit wins. It's just a lot, I think, smoother. Because that brings me into my second point. I do not like this guy's proportions. If you can notice on camera, this guy has very short legs, and they're a little thicker than this one, right? A little thicker here. But the problem is that the fact that they're shorter makes his torso look incredibly big, and his head actually looks a little small compared to the torso. So he has a sizing issue, but Demoniacal Fit actually fixed that. I'm gonna turn them face to face, completely facing the camera now, forward. It's a lot more visual there. The shoulders are about to his chin. Yeah, his shoulders are about to his chin. I try to put the shoulders as close to each other as possible. So, I mean, in their own respective position. So, this guy has about maybe a couple of centimeters of height on this guy, which is not a lot, but it actually does make a difference because the proportions are way better on this guy. Something I do hate is the fact that his arms are so thick. I think they're a little slimmer here by the tiniest hair. But the fact that they're slimmer and the torso itself right here is not as thick makes it look a little more proportionate. Now, I'll put up a photo, probably somewhere where I have space like here or here, of Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I'll try to find a full body one to compare to. Now, I'm not 100% on his own proportions in GT. However, I do think that this one is the better looking one. I will say, I do prefer the colors on this one, but I think these are more accurate. Because if you guys don't know, one of the reasons why some of the colors look the way they do in the GT series is because they actually messed up the film. So GT is actually not supposed to be as pink. So the colors should be a little different. However, I do think this is more accurate. So, you know, it's a double-edged sword. Do you prefer more vibrant colors, a more square jaw, and a bit of disproportionism? Or do you prefer less vibrant colors, better proportions, and a less square jaw? Ideally, I think you could have like closer to this face on this body. However, I just don't think it looks good because then it messes up the proportions from his face. Because I don't even like these faces that much because, again, not to dog on the artist that, you know, sculpts all of these. They're good. It's just for some reason there's something off about it that doesn't click. So to me, it doesn't 100% look like Goku. So, I don't want to make this video too long. It's a small comparison video, simple. Which one is better in my opinion. Some of you guys might actually prefer the SH Figuarts one, and that's fine. That's completely fine. You know, discuss it in the comments if you want. Tell me why you prefer it, or if you don't, tell me why you prefer Demoniacal Fit, whichever side you're on. However, so my official statement, do I think either of them is better than the other? Absolutely. In terms of looks, that's a preference, correct, right? However, I do like Demoniacal Fit's better. And that happens to be the one with much, much better value. So, in my respective opinion, do I recommend going for one? I mean, do I recommend going for one? Maybe. I mean, if you guys can't tell, yeah, it's a definitive answer. There's not even any contest. The proportions are better on the Demoniacal Fit. The value was better. I think actually the quality is pretty much just on par. I will say though, I do wish they clear coated the pants a little bit more because you can tell they're a little more shiny. However, on the official, the hair is a lot more shiny. The hair is almost like a semi-gloss. And I prefer Demoniacal Fit's matte finish. So overall, we have a clear winner. Demoniacal Fit is the winner of this video. Again, looks-wise, that's up to you. That's a preference. But value, articulation, the amount of, you know, obviously value and accessories are like exclusively, you know, almost the same. But overall, Demoniacal Fit wins. I think they improved on several aspects of this guy. Proportion-wise, the faces, the hair, you know, the colors. The colors are also preference, but in my opinion, I think the colors are a little better. Although I would have liked to have this yellow on here. So, if you can find this, because last time I tried to check if it was available in AliExpress stores, and I couldn't, for the life of me, I could not find it. I'm not sure where you could find this. But if you can, maybe like on the second-hand market, but if you can, do get it. If it's too expensive, don't even bother, okay? I will never recommend you buying something that was like like double the price of the original retail. This was 45 to 50. Okay, if you can find it close, maybe 60 bucks, still better than this guy. So definitely go for Demoniacal Fit if you have the chance. Now guys, that was it for this small comparison video. Sorry if it went kind of ranty. It was just actually kind of find interesting how the things they improved upon the original. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, stick around for more. I promise you guys, you will not regret it. You will have content coming your way. I do have, the special review coming of the drink. I won't say which one, it's a bit of a surprise. But that will be up soon. This video will also be up, well, you're watching this already, hopefully. So, this video is already up. But the other video will be up soon. I don't have too much left to review, I think, in my own collection. Not really. However, I do have the base form Goku to review. But yeah, I look forward to a lot of the figures that are coming out. It is actually very exciting. So hopefully you guys stick around, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. I will see you later.